Here you go.
How is it going today?
Loyalist.
Let's keep in mind, Dwayne.
My name's Jasmine.
We're Dwayne and Jasmine. Today we have for you 3 true scary social media horror stories by Mr. Nightmare. Make sure you check his channel out.
Already scary enough as it is right
I
now.
know. If you guys have any reaction requests, please follow us on all social medias and the link in the description below. And don't forget to
Subscribe.
What's that?
Subscribe.
Oh, okay. I thought it was
I had it right.
You're slacking. I was going to say, you're doing your job. Take them.
I hate you.
King.Dude, Danielle Strandberg, and Alex R.
I said Dan Bergoglio. I said,
I
oh,
was
God.
on Instagram browsing
That's
through my
scary.
feed. I saw my best friend Alexis posted a picture of herself sitting by the side of her backyard pool with her friend. So I liked it and planned on leaving a comment. I read through all her other comments first, and at the very bottom, a comment left only a minute ago was from a man with the username Jam00235.
He got them
It
numbers.
said, "You are a very hot little lady." I should mention we're both 16, and when I clicked on this guy's profile, he appeared to be like 40.
Ew.
I'm gonna rape
Most
him.
of his pictures were of random landscapes. Some were of varying random objects, like a half-full bottle of beer and some weird stone statue. Most of his pictures had no likes. Some had like 1 or 2 likes at most. He only had 15 followers, yet he followed over 100 people,
That's a
including
stalker.
Alexis. I texted her about the comments and told her she should remove it and block his account. She promptly replied, "Yeah, I know, it's so creepy." She blocked the account, and I went about liking and commenting on the picture like I originally planned on doing.
He made a new account.
Yeah. He was like, wow.
The next day after
on
school,
private.
Alexis and I walked home together since we lived right across the street from each other. On our way home, we noticed a white car driving slowly in the street next to us. It was a little suspect, so Alexis told me to come to her house with her. Whoever was driving that car slowed down when we got to her house, then sped away as soon as we entered.
Oh, no.
It was the sketchiest thing we'd ever seen, and we almost felt like we were being followed.
You are.
I used to play
I stayed over
Lexus.
Lexi's house the rest of the day.
We had that
We
situation.
worked on our biology project together.
It was too
And
late,
we
though.
just hung out until late at night since we had no school the next day. It was often that I'd spend the whole day at Lexi's house. This was one of those times. We ordered a pizza since Lexi's parents weren't home. That also meant it was just the 2 of us in the house, so we were being as loud as we wanted.
Parents just let
We
you
heard a knock at the
Whatever
front
you
door of
want.
the house. Just slightly though, since we were upstairs in her room. Alexis went downstairs to open the door, but she's a really cautious person, so when I didn't hear her open the front door, I had a feeling she was peeking out the window to make sure it was the pizza guy.
I do the same thing.
I was confused when I heard her quietly rushing back up the stairs into her room. She shut the door and looked at me with her mouth wide
Call the
open
police.
and said there's some creepy guy on her stoop.
Yeah. Call the
I didn't
police.
believe her. I thought it had to be the pizza guy.
If he's not holding a big
I went
pizza,
downstairs with her to check
No.
the window. There was no one on the stoop, though. As she was swearing that she wasn't leaving expressions on our faces and ran back to her room. She locked the door and sat in fear on her bed. We thought as long as we waited in her room, we'd be okay.
Police!
Whoever was out there would
Right.
go away.
But no.
But something completely unexpected happened next. Alexis screamed and pointed at the window, where a man's head was visible, looking into the room. The man was holding a camera up to the glass. What made the sight even more horrifying was the fact that we were on the 2nd floor, which meant this man climbed up onto the patio roof.
what?
I screamed in horror too as we
Oh,
ran to
no.
the basement, perhaps the safest place in the house. We stayed down there the rest of the night until Lexi's parents came home.
So
Call the
nobody has
police.
a phone?
About what happened.
They got a phone. They liking pictures on Instagram, but you can't call the police.
Really, what could anyone do? I went home that night to see a text on my phone from Alexis.
Pause. Maybe if we like the police. She's probably went on Instagram,
They
typed
don't
in
know
police, typed the picture of police
I
911.
commented back at the police, but they didn't say anything. I commented on their page. I followed them. I DM'd them too. I said hello.
I need help.
Like that's what I'm thinking. I'm like y'all can't call.
Y'all can't call the police.
This how I know.
You can like a comment, a picture, but you can't call the police. All right.
This how I
Sorry.
know this story is real. Cause today,
That's not
social
one.
media, they ain't gonna.
Sheesh.
Not thinking.
Look at the basement.
Back at the random man's Instagram account and saw that the person's face matched the person who was at the window. I looked
Screenshot.
at it too and
Right.
agreed.
I would have
I
flashed the
told her to
picture.
report the account to the authorities. She didn't know how. Honestly, I didn't either. So I told her to wait until the next day to figure it out. However, the next day, the account was deleted. Either that or renamed. No one ever saw that man again. But we do keep our Instagram accounts on private now.
Okay, good that it's private.
Screenshot.
That you didn't,
Screenshot?
Call the police.
Oh my god.
Call 911 when you're in trouble. Like,
Duh.
just do it.
Like, come on, just do it.
And if he has a camera, you get a camera too. Snap a
My
pic
friends
so
and
they
I
know
have a
his face.
Snapchat group together, which means when someone sends a picture to the group, everyone gets the picture.
No.
There's 5 of us in the
Somebody
group.
send it.
Marvin, Glenn, Joe, and Jared. One day at school, Jared told me he lost his phone and didn't have Find My iPhone on, which sucked for him, but oh well, what could we really do about it? The rest of us continued
We got our
our daily
location on our
lives.
phone. Yeah.
I was at the gas station and saw a funny-looking guy who looked like he didn't know how to use a gas pump. So I thought it would be funny to sneak a quick video of him and send it to the Snap group that I had with my friends.
Oh, he saw you do
I
it.
got home and checked Snapchat and saw the Snap was opened. I checked which of my friends opened it and was kind of surprised to see Jared's name under the opened list. I texted Jared asking if he found his phone, but the text never said delivered. I asked all my other friends if they'd spoken to Jared about his the opened list. Joe said he was hanging out with Jared as we spoke. He also said Jared did not find his phone. He put Jared on the phone for me and told me to come over.
Snap
When I
that.
got to Joe's house, he and Jared had already thought to look at the Snap map to see that the location had not been turned off. And it said whoever was using Jared's phone last opened it 4 minutes ago. Its location was an abandoned construction ground. Ready to go kick some ass, or at least thinking we were, we agreed to drive down to the construction site.
Shoot.
Getting there was
They
quick
have
and
my
easy,
phone.
but hopping the fence and navigating in the dark was a different story. According to the Snap map, Jared's iPhone was somewhere in a big abandoned building in front of us. The 3 of us, all above 6 foot, definitely felt we could get the better of anyone in a fight.
Yeah.
But what was this person doing in this building at this hour? The situation was just too unsettling. A big hole in the wall where we could enter the building. Joe and I used our phone lights to find our way through the building.
Smart.
It was cold and empty in there, besides the rubble and graffiti everywhere, and every little sound created an echo. The last time Snapchat updated Jared's location was 5 minutes ago,
It was still
but
there.
the location was right on top of us. It didn't seem like anyone or anything was on the first floor, so we went to the second floor. We found ourselves in a big, empty room. Joe checked the location of Jared's phone one more time, and it appeared that all 3 of our phones were in the same exact location, which was weird. Where could
Wait,
his
they
phone
can't
be?
call his phone?
The sound of a digital camera shutter, accompanied with a blindingly bright flash coming from an adjacent room, made the 3 of us freeze like a deer in headlights. Then Jared was the first one to run for it, screaming. Joe and I followed suit, running back down the stairs and out the hole to the outside. We got to the car and drove back to Joe's house. On the way back, Joe and I got a Snapchat from Jared's phone.
Right.
I was the first one to open it, and it was a picture of the 3 of us standing in that room with the caption, "Run." We never went back
See
to that
that? I
building
don't like
for
these
his
people
phone.
that be just
In
playing
fact,
with
after
you.
that, the location on Jared's phone was turned off. Until, of course, Jared signed in on a different phone.
Right, that's what I was thinking.
They could. Okay, I know they said that the text couldn't be delivered, but can
But
they
it's 4
call
against
it?
My
1.
friends were telling me to make a Tinder, so I figured, why not?
I don't know.
I set up an account and used 4 of the best pictures of myself I could find. Pretty soon, I was already getting matches.
All you do
I
is be
sent a
thirsty.
message to just about everyone who matched
They
me on
they
the first
don't
day.
even look at who it is.
Only
Just
3
say,
responded. One of whom was a gorgeous brunette
Yes to
girl who was
everybody.
just so easy to talk to. Everything I said, she had a perfect response to. Even when I said something awkward or regrettable, she'd reply in a way that would fix it and make me feel better about what I said. I quickly got her number. I was a little disappointed to see green text instead of blue text, meaning she didn't also have an iPhone.
Android.
But we quickly made plans to meet up that same night.
Enjoy.
She wanted me to come
Hello.
over to her place to hang out.
We're Team
I was
iPhone,
okay
so.
with that. It said her house was 20 minutes away on my phone.
He said like it was a
It
deal.
left around 9 p.m.
Oh,
and
it's
pulled up
crazy.
to the address.
Oh, you had to shut
Apparently, it was a small condominium type building. Honestly, it looks kind of ghetto and sketchy. I texted her
You
and
say
let her know I
Nate's
was
Adventure
there.
on there.
She replied back quickly, saying the outside door was
It was
broken,
an old
so I'd have to
rule
enter
back in
the condo from
1940.
the front
Nate's Adventure. Come on, get your beer.
door of the hallway. The hallways had a weird, dreary lighting about them, and the doors to the condos looked kind of worn out. It was a tiny place. There were maybe 10 condos in total in the whole building.
Oh my god.
I came to the door with the number 7 on it, the door she told me to come to. I noticed it was half
Chop
open.
you up.
Inside, I could see a dark apartment-like room, lit up only by the blue glow of the TV that was on. I knocked on the door, making it open a little
But Tinder
more,
is one of those
making the crack between the
sites. So
door
I was
and
about to say, you're supposed to be at a public
slightly
area when you meet somebody.
which allowed me to see someone standing
You
behind
want
the
to get
door,
down to it.
with their eye pressed up to the crack, looking at me.
Oh
It
my
appeared they were
god.
waiting for me to enter to catch me by surprise and grab me. I figured this out right away, so I pulled the door
Right.
shut and took the few seconds of time it might buy me to run back out the door I came in,
Right.
back to my car. I drove home feeling like my heart was punching my chest the whole way back. I deleted my Tinder that same night and never touched the app since.
There you go.
I don't trust dating sites.
I don't trust it at all because first of
You know
all,
who you talking
catfishing
to, who
is
you know.
very real.
Right, you know who you talking to, you know who you meeting, just like that.
Yeah.
Don't mess. I say meet your person in real life,
Person.
so you already know what they look
And
like.
plus, they could either not look like who they are,
Bruh,
or
you still remember that?
they can
What was
be
that?
who they are, but they rob you. and
A lot
stuff
of
like that.
Photoshop, a lot of angles.
Yeah, a lot of angles to make them look thicker, and they just
Right, and they not. You get there. Where's all the cake at? I'm looking at it. It's a quarter. The cake out in 3/4.
She like, I'm sorry.
I just had to draw you in.
I
You
just got
you
cut
got
bait.
half catfished.
Yeah, like I feel like those sites. I mean, they might be safe, but I don't trust it. I just don't. I just feel like there's too many crazy people out in the world for me to trust anything unless like I can see you and I've spent time with you to know that like you're decent enough not to be a psychopath.
Yeah.
Like I didn't think that when I met Dwayne. I was like, oh, he's cute and he can shoot.
I ball. You know, y'all saw a video. Y'all never seen. I think play subscribers in Maryland 1v1 in DC and Virginia 1v1.
But it's not. Well, we gotta do it on the inside.
Yeah, inside.
Cause
It's cold. Okay, so I'm looking at the his thing right here. It said the Arthur's for stories 1 and 2 were mixed up.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's the way around. But anyway, guys, please comment below. Tell us.
Forget to